40s turned into the 50s, horror movies would evolve again. This was the atomic age, where atomic war was a very real threat. People were looking over their shoulder for various reasons, and a new genre or subgenre of horror was being introduced. Scientific experiments gone awry. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Today I'm going to be talking about The Fly. Now, before you all say anything, yes, there is another movie called The Fly, directed by David Cronenberg and starring Jeff Goldblum. That is a remake of this movie, the one I'm going to be talking about today. There was an original The Fly. Though the story is virtually the same, it tells the story of Vincent Price, who plays the brother-in-law of a scientist who is trying to create a machine in which matter is transferred. However, a fly enters the equation and, well, turns the brother into a fly, and it's up to Vincent Price to figure out what really happened there. It's easy to see why the remake is far more remembered than this movie. I have never seen it, but I can even remember, "Help me! Help me!" and the tagline, "Be afraid, be very afraid." So yeah, I can definitely see why the original would be forgotten. However, I do give it a modest recommendation that you all check it out because of two factors in particular: Vincent Price and the fly effects. Vincent Price was just a legend of horror. There is no disputing that. The dude just completely owned every role that he was in, and really, he was one of the things that kept the movie going. He plays the brother-in-law of this scientist, and he has to work his way backwards to try and figure out what happened here, because the scientist's wife claims that, well, she killed him. There is so many ways that this movie could have been turned completely over the top, but Vincent Price levels it out and makes it worthwhile. And then the second factor is the effects. This movie was shot in beautiful Technicolor and with fly effects that are just genuinely unsettling. They save up the reveal of the fly till like the very last minute, and then when it does happen, it's genuinely shocking stuff, and the movie does a great job of really like just rubbing your face in it almost. It's brutal stuff. So again, the Fly remake is far more memorable, kind of similar to John Carpenter's The Thing is more memorable than The Thing from Another World, but I still recommend checking out the original The Fly. It is on Max, and so give it a watch.